Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Shem Abishai by Hashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to my fellow Akim. The confusion of face Akim joined unto our ranks. To the hopefully elect, the Akwaf that are listening and learning. To you I say Shalom. Just a quick lesson on current events and things that are happening in the world that are going to be very prevalent to the near future of all people. But most importantly, to what's going to happen for you Israelites, because the war drums are beating worldwide. You know, the whole thing is falling apart. You know, I watched a movie called Red Sparrow, and it was actually a pretty good movie, and it just goes to show you the wickedness and the confusion of Esau, because the things that they do make absolutely no sense, man. No sense whatsoever. That's how you know that the system like this is doomed to fail. All right? When you actually have your enemy operating in your country and you're aware of them. And then you allow your enemy to have sovereign ground in your country in the form of diplomatic immunity by making it to their consulate, or, you know, making it to their own embassy. All right, you look back in the ancient times, man, and wars wasn't fought that way. That whole concept is just mind-boggling. All right, you know, you got this operative and this operative, and they ain't even know who each other are. Now, this is madness, man. The whole thing, it was just like, you know, I'm watching a movie, and it was a really good movie, but I really thought about it in a way that I never thought about it before. That's like allowing a man who's an adulterous man who you know is attracted to your wife to sleep in a room in your house. Okay? All right? Or a man that your woman is very familiar with, okay? Who she was attracted to. Maybe something happened in the past, maybe something not. But to actually have that man have a room in your house. That's what I equate it to. It makes no sense, man. Because what do you think is eventually going to happen? Old flames are going to spark, you know, or when you're away at work and they're alone often, you know, for periods of time when you're not there. What do you think is going to happen? So why would you allow your enemy to operate within your country? This is a system that was just, it makes no sense, man. But we're looking at the screen, and now, you know, all you can see on the screen what's going on, you know, and that's what it's always been about. They had I think it was a 5-year plan that one general exposed. That's all over the internet, and the last one was to go into Iran. All right, now Iran is sick and tired of America. All right, and the whole world is, because what are they doing? You know, with these. When you're looking at all these tariffs that are being placed back and forth, and they're attacking each other. China's coming at America. Everyone's ganging up on America with tariffs, but soon it's going to actually be missiles, man. It is going to happen, right? I was trying to find this. Here we go. Here's one what I was looking for, but it fits perfectly. It says. This is Isaiah 14 and 9. It says, "Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. And they shall speak." This is actually what I wanted. "And they shall speak unto thee and say, Art thou also become as weak as thee? Art thou become like unto us?" All right, because all these nations are no longer afraid of America, and they're siding with China and Russia. Okay, and so the Iranians are at this position like, well, you know what, you want to keep making life impossible for us and crash our economies and, you know, woo up the bam. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna just cut off the Straits of Hormuz, and they're actually doing drills, practicing for that. They're doing drills, practicing cutting off the Straits of Hormuz, which the same thing That's, you can equate that to the Panama Canal over here in America, and they're probably going to do the same thing there. All right? Trade wars, currency wars lead to real wars. Period. Okay? That's what happens. All right? This is verse 11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and worms shall cover thee. So that pompous, arrogant American way is being brought low, man. You Americans are actually out here pretty bad, man. Your birth rates are low. And I'm talking, when I say American, that's code word for you Edomites. Because you're the only ones that's actually not having babies. Everybody else is really having no problem. You know, especially the Israelites. Okay? Hell, Northern Kingdom women, especially Issachar, they just see penis to get pregnant. All right? We don't have no problem having babies over here. That's your Edomites, man. Okay? All right, so you got that. You know, you got your opioids, your meth. You know, they just had a lot of palooza over this weekend, man. Nothing but naked women walking around, you know, and weird looking dudes all over the place with glow stuff on their breasts, with their breasts exposed and their butt cheeks falling out their shorts. America's brought low, man. And if you think the nations of the world are looking at this place like, right, they're looking at this place like, what the hell, man? All right? That sickening video with the little 8-year-old, he might be about 10 now. What do they call him? Drag queen, wannabe drag queen. If your parents don't allow you to do this, you need new parents. What the hell is that, man? No, he was exposed to something. That boy is damaged goods. All right? He was exposed to something he had no business being exposed to. And that's it. You know, I saw a thing, a video, which I would be showing, but this computer is acting up. But I saw a video with Tucker Carlson. He was interviewing some woman who's saying progressive parents want to call babies thabies. They bees and not babies, not a male or female. All right? Because they want to play with all this transgender and all this wickedness, which is the real reason why the Lord is stirring up the nations for what's about to come, man. But this is Joel 2:19. It says, Yahweh will answer Yahweh will answer and say unto his people, behold, I will send you corn and wine and oil, and ye shall be satisfied therewith. And I will no more make you a reproach among the heathens. And how is he going to do that? He's going to explain it. He said, but I will remove far from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part toward the uttermost sea. And his stink shall come up, and all his saviors shall come up, because he have done great things. And that's it. Because when you're looking at where World War III is going to happen, it's over there in the so-called Middle East. All right? And this hinder part is going to be, his face is going to be toward the East Sea, because they're going toward Saudi Arabia, toward Iran. Okay, and it's going to be a great big old battle over there, which is going to be the end of all battles, man. Okay, and all these soldiers and all you women that's join the military, all you people are going to die over there, man. Okay, and they're going to institute a draft too, because people are hip to this military thing, man. People are tired of going over there to fight and kill, kicking doors and shoot up, little Ishmaelite women and children and stuff like that. But yet they're told, and then garden poppy fields, drug fields, and all kind of mess like that, man. You know, some of these soldiers, they not with that, man. You know? And this is Joel 3 and verse 1. And it says, and in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. So we're going to be taken out of this captivity, man, that we're currently in under Esau, bound to his laws and to his court systems and his tax system through birth certificates and social security numbers and all that. We're slaves to their system, man. All right, their system operates because of us, and it keeps us on the low end and keeps them on the high end. All right. Verse 2, and I will gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, place I just spoke of, and I will plead with them for my people, and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted the land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. You can't match that up to any other people except Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. And yes, Native and so-called Hispanics did go on the same slave ships that the Negroes on. There's records and evidence of it. All right. And they were shipped among the nations and shipped to the four corners of the earth too. All right. There are records of them on ships together. And there is no prophecy that says that heathens would be on those ships with us. So that's a slap in the face to you black-only Israelites, man. I don't know how you're going to get whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Israel has been parted, man. It's parted between Amalek and Ishmael. And the people were scattered among the nations. So how are you going to be scattered among the nations and not look like them? You people are stupid, man. Because you're going to be the main ones on the comment board, ignoring all the important prophecies that are being spoken of to just so you could debate for strife. Okay? This is Galatians 4:16. Going to wrap this up. And it reads, therefore, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Yeah, you know, and I'm like, enemy to these people because I tell them the truth, man. We tell them the truth. The men of GMS, from the apostles on down, man. Okay, and other Israelite groups too. You know, you got guys that it's hit or miss with the Sakari, because they either on point or they going off. But they know who the enemy is. They know who Israel is, and they pushing that. All right. One last scripture. And it says, behold, a horrible vision. The appearance. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 20.